Wait. We're going to talk about some NBA? What? Playoffs are coming, right? Okay. Let's do it. But first, hit that intro.
I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the corner of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Smack him in the mouth. I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the mouth.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back. I am back. A little 5-day hiatus. I do want to announce that the most recent video on the channel broke all of the records. Even to you Washington football fans, thank you for the interaction, even though you guys didn't enjoy my grade for the Ryan Fitzpatrick move. I will set the record straight on camera and on recording. I was just grading that specific move. I actually enjoy what the Washington football team did this offseason. But this isn't about football. This isn't about the NFL. Let's throw that all out for a second. Get out of here. This is about the NBA trade deadline and my 3 favorite moves that took place during the NBA trade deadline. That's what we're going over. So, before we get into it, I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, I am Mike, and I am on the mic of the most electrifying sports podcast, sports YouTube channel in the game today. Still getting used to being a video and audio. And before we get into the video and before I start to talk about my 3 favorite moves from the NBA trade deadline, 2 seconds of your time can help me change my life. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. As I'm recording this, we're at 498. I believe we'll be around 500 probably by the time this video posts. So we're halfway there.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh!
So again, 2 seconds to help change my life and get me closer to that goal of doing this on a more full-time basis. And I can make videos every single day about the NBA. Hit the subscription button and the little notification bell right next to it. I would really appreciate it. If you want to take it one step further, the thumbs up button, smash it. That helps us out in the algorithm a ton. We're a small account. We're trying to grow, trying to get things going. I appreciate all the help I could get. Thank you so much. Anyways, let's get into the video. We're going to be talking about my 3 personal favorite moves from the trade deadline a couple days ago. It's a pretty wild one compared to most trade deadlines in the NBA. A lot of moving parts, and we saw some star players actually go to some new homes. Now, like I said, I want to put the disclaimer out there that these are my 3 favorite moves. These aren't necessarily the best moves. This isn't a ranking. These are my 3 favorite moves and what kind of consequences these moves will have on the playoff picture. So with that being said, I want to give an honorable mention to Nikola Vucevic heading to the Chicago Bulls. I do like the move for the Bulls' future, but right this second, I don't think the Bulls have enough to really compete. And even if they can squeak in and win those couple games, go on a hot streak at the end of the season here, squeak into the playoffs, they're probably an easy first-round exit, a first-round bye for the Nets or whoever they would play in the first round. So while I think Vucevic is a great player and he may be the best player that was traded over the last couple of days, it's not going to be on my list. Honorable mention, throwing him here right now just because the Bulls aren't quite there. So at number 3, we're going to talk about playoff Rondo heading to the Los Angeles Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers got to be looking at the injuries to Anthony Davis and LeBron James and be licking their chops. Because they know that if LeBron James and Anthony Davis can't go in the playoffs, this is a golden opportunity for the Clippers to possibly make a push at the Western Conference Finals. Not that they weren't already pushing at the Western Conference Finals. Still a very good team before this move, but this move really solidifies to me that they see this opportunity in this window just get a lot more wide open. Rajon Rondo has been a part of multiple championship teams in his career and one as recently as last season, and playoff Rondo is a real thing. He shows up when it counts most. He's going to add some experience. He's going to add some championship pedigree and some championship experience, like I said, to this Clippers roster as they prepare for the playoff run that they hope to have. And the Clippers really got to be pushing for a win-now mode while they have one of the most loaded rosters in the NBA. I like the move, acquiring Rondo. It sucks you have to lose Lou Will in the trade and a couple picks. It'll be well worth it if the Clippers are hoisting the Western Conference trophy at the end of the season. Number 2, Mike's second favorite move of the NBA trade deadline is going to be Aaron Gordon to the Denver Nuggets, actually. Now, I know Gordon isn't a guy that's going to take over games himself necessarily, but the Denver Nuggets are another team that is in a win-now scenario. Now, like I said, take the Lakers out of the West due to injuries, if that's going to be the case. At the very minimum, if we are missing, I say weeks, I'm, a Lakers fan. But if we are missing Anthony Davis, it's going to be a lot harder for LeBron James to get through the West than it would be with Anthony Davis. So take the Lakers out due to injuries, and the Denver Nuggets are serious contenders at taking the West and heading to the NBA Finals. Gordon adds some high-flying playmaking ability, plus just another threat on that side of the ball. You're really just giving your playmakers Jamal Murray and Jokic opportunities to kick, and people to kick the ball underneath too that can finish. And the Nuggets are sending to the Maverick Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and even a first-round pick. So they got a lot out of Aaron Gordon. Fun player to watch, electric player to watch. I'm sure he's an electric player to play with. He's going to add some spark to this offense and probably help out on the defensive side of the ball too, if we're lucky. Well, I should say if the Denver Nuggets are lucky. By the way, the Orlando Magic traded their whole team away. Talk about a rebuild. Jeez. And my number one favorite move of the NBA trade deadline so far is Victor Oladipo to the Miami Heat. Take away the injuries, and it's a big takeaway because he's been very injury prone in his career. Oladipo might have been the best player traded this trade deadline. Maybe a new scene with some new players and some new teammates. Getting out of Houston, that is just a complete... I almost cursed there. I didn't know how to describe what the hell Houston's doing over there, so I'm just going to leave it at that. This is something that we saw happening one way or another. I think that a lot of people, and even Victor Oladipo, was eyeing going to the Miami Heat in free agency this offseason. So it's good for the Heat to really bring him in and get a look at him now. They can really evaluate those injuries and make sure that he's healthy, first of all. And secondly, he can help them out come playoff time if he can get healthy for it. They're currently just below 500. Miami Heat struggling a little bit this year, but in the 8th seed, so they control their own destiny to still make the playoffs and be a contender in the Eastern Conference. We saw them go on a magical run last year with the guys they have now, so adding Victor Oladipo to that is only going to help out even more. Plus, I think this has long-term benefits to the Miami Heat if they decide, after evaluating his injuries and really taking an inside look at Victor Oladipo. I can't emphasize that enough. I think that was sneakily why this was my favorite move, because this allows the Miami Heat to go ahead and take a peek at his health from the inside, not from the outside looking in and whatever he wants to advertise in free agency. But like I said, this is probably going to have long-term benefits for the Miami Heat as well, because they are a young, up-and-coming team. And as Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, all these guys are entering their prime of their careers, Victor Oladipo is only 28 years old, and he's going to be right there, ready to help lead this team alongside Jimmy Butler and whatever other veterans they decide to add over the years. I think the Heat should be serious contenders in 2022, and they're probably going to make the playoffs now thanks to this moves in 2021. Then we'll see what happens in 2023 and from then on, because who knows? LeBron might come back to Miami. We have no idea what's going to happen in the NBA from year to year. The players move around so much. So that's why I think this is one of my favorite moves of the NBA trade deadline. They did have to give up quite a bit. I wonder if the Heat are going to be looking at Kyle Lowry this offseason. I think that would be a good fit. Quick video today. I'm in a little bit of a hurry. It's a little bit late at night. As you can see, the setup behind me is a little messed up because I'm kind of reorganizing. We're putting some actual shelves for the shoes behind me that are missing right now. In case any of you haven't noticed, there's highlights playing on here. Just pretend. I appreciate you tuning in, and please, you heard from me. You heard me ramble about basketball for what, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes? I want to hear from you. Drop a comment, your 3 favorite moves of the NBA trade deadline. Again, it's your personal favorite for whatever reasons you see fit. I kind of value these because I think they have playoff implications and they're going to come in handy down the line more than some of the other moves that I was looking at possibly adding to my top 3. So yeah, please drop those in the comments. I'm excited. I'll respond to every single comment. I don't care if a million people comment. I'll stay up all night commenting back.
Millions.
And again, please help me out with a subscription and tap the little notification bell next to it. It takes 2 seconds to help me get closer to my dreams. If you're craving more sports content every day, all day. Mike on the Mic Sports on TikTok and Instagram are the main ones, but also Facebook and also Twitter. New to Twitter, by the way, if you guys want to be some of the first people to go and follow me over on Twitter, it is MOTM, Mike on the Mic, MOTM Sports. MOTM Sports is the handle on Twitter. And Mike on the Mic Sports across the board with all the other social media platforms. Also, just keeps piling on. We're grinding back here behind the scenes. I am actually the co-founder of the Warzone Sports Network. So if you could please head over to that channel, check out Friday Night Wars. Welcome to the Warzone Sports Force. 3 shows that air weekly on the Sports Network. Super underrated, and you guys are really missing out. Warzone Sports Network on YouTube. Everything's there, and everything is free. So please head over there and get your sports shows, get your sports content. You don't need ESPN. You don't need First Take. You don't need all of that. We're better. I promise. You'll enjoy it. Head over to the Warzone Sports Network and subscribe over there as well. Is that all the cheap plugs for the episode? I think I got them all. Oh, wait. We are doing a $100 giveaway on the Warzone Sports Network. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the Warzone Sports Network, hit the notification bell, and send me a screenshot, or send anyone in the network a screenshot, and you're entered in a contest to win $100 and some merch. We're giving away 3 grand prizes. Please head over and enter that giveaway. The Mike on the Mic trend is going up, and you don't want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I appreciate every single person that watches the videos, whether you hated them or you loved them. I'm talking to you, Washington football fans. I'm Mike, and I am on the mic, and this is me saying, until next time.
I gave you fair warning, beware.
Smack him in the